What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin Breeze here, and in this video we're going to be comparing 4 of the best smartphones on the market in the mid-range level. Now, in this video we'll be comparing the BLU Vivo XL4, the LG Stylo 4 Amazon Prime exclusive phone, the Samsung Galaxy A6, and the ZTE Blade Max View. All 4 of these devices range from $150 to $200, so I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy this video while we go over the 4 of these phones, pointing out their pros and cons, and helping you decide which one you should buy. Now, the BLU Vivo XL4 is the newest of these 4 devices. This device was actually just launched, and it's available for $149.99. This device is unlocked, and it works on any GSM carrier. Also, you can buy this on Amazon, and I will have a link in the video description where you can find that. This is the LG Stylo 4 Amazon Prime exclusive phone. This device was released in the fall, and it's available for $179.99, at least at the time of me making this video. Now, the price has been changing over time. Originally, this device was available for $250, but it has gone down, and it's available for $179.99 right now. This device is factory unlocked and works on GSM and CDMA carriers. So this will work on all 4 major US carriers. So that's really awesome because out of the 4 devices here, this one has the best carrier compatibility. This is the Samsung Galaxy A6. This device was released several months ago and currently sells for around $200. I've noticed the price go up and down over time, but generally you can buy this on Amazon for $200. Now, this is the international version of the Samsung Galaxy A6. This device is factory unlocked and works on all GSM carriers, and it is dual SIM compatible, which means you can use 2 SIM cards with this at the same time, so you can almost combine 2 devices into one. This is the ZTE Blade Max View. This device came out about a month ago and is available for $199. This is factory unlocked and works with AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. Now, just like the other devices, the price for this has been changing as well recently, so you want to check out the link in the video description to see what it's for sale for right now. The BLU Vivo XL4 has a 6.2-inch display. The LG Stylo 4 Amazon Prime exclusive phone has a 6.2-inch display. The Samsung Galaxy A6 has a smaller 5.6-inch display, and the ZTE Blade Max View has a 6-inch display. The BLU Vivo XL4 is the only device of these 4 that has a notch here at the top. So kind of similar to the notch that's found on other newer smartphones like the LG G7 Thin Q, the iPhone XS Max, and the Google Pixel 3 XL. This device is a pretty good screen to body ratio, but there's still a little bit of a lip on the bottom here, and on the top there's not much of a lip, but that notch does take up some space. This device features an 18:9 aspect ratio, which means that it's a bit taller than some of the other budget devices out there. However, all 4 of these devices have an 18:9 aspect ratio. This device also features a 720p display, which is a little bit disappointing, but the great thing about it though is that the display itself looks really awesome. And I've got to say, out of these 4 devices, the display on this device has probably the most pop to it, and the colors are just amazing on here. The LG Stylo 4, as you can tell by looking at the top, does not have a notch, and this device features a 1080p display. So that's really impressive. And the display really does look awesome on here. I mean, I'm overall just very impressed with the display on the LG Stylo 4. You want to keep in mind though that the corners on this display are rounded, so if that's something that bothers you, then keep that in mind. But for me, it's not really a big deal either way. Like I mentioned before, the Samsung Galaxy A6 has a 5.6-inch display. There is no notch on the top, and this is a pretty traditional looking device. This device features a 720p display, just like the BLU Vivo XL4, but Samsung did a great job with this display, and it really does look good. I mean, I will say right off the bat, none of these 4 devices have a bad display. They all do a great job with their display. Now, the ZTE Blade Max View has a 1080p display, and I will say it also looks very good, just like these other devices. The Blade Max View does not have a notch on the top, and actually has some decently large bezels on the top and bottom. But I don't think it's a huge deal because the build quality for this device is probably the best out of these 4, as it has a nice metal frame around the side, so I really like that a lot. The cameras on these 4 devices definitely differ a lot. So on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have a 13 megapixel front-facing camera with a front-facing flash. The LG Stylo 4 Amazon Prime exclusive phone has a 5 megapixel camera with no front-facing flash. The Samsung Galaxy A6 has a 16 megapixel camera with a front-facing flash. And the ZTE Blade Max View has an 8 megapixel front-facing camera with no front-facing flash. So out of these 4 phones, the Samsung Galaxy A6, on paper at least, has the best quality front-facing camera. All 4 of these devices come with 32 gigabytes of internal storage with microSD card expansion. None of these 4 devices feature wireless charging. All 4 of these devices feature a fingerprint sensor on the back. And I've got to say, as someone who's used a lot of iPhones in the past with Touch ID, the fingerprint sensor on the back is certainly not a bad thing. Naturally, my finger rests on kind of the fingerprint sensor area on all 4 of these devices, and it's actually really convenient having it on the back. All 4 of these devices have really decent rear-facing cameras, but there are some differences. On the BLU Vivo XL4, we have a 13 megapixel rear-facing camera with a 2 megapixel secondary camera. There's also portrait mode available here on the back camera. The LG Stylo 4 features a single 13 megapixel camera. The Samsung Galaxy A6 features a single 16 megapixel camera, and also these two don't have portrait mode. And the ZTE Blade Max View features a rear 16 megapixel camera with a 2 megapixel secondary camera, and you do get portrait mode with the ZTE Blade Max View. The BLU Vivo XL4 has 3 gigabytes of RAM, the LG Stylo 4 has 3 gigabytes of RAM, the Samsung Galaxy A6 has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the ZTE Blade Max View has 3 gigabytes of RAM. Another thing that's different for all 4 of these devices are the processors that they run. The BLU Vivo XL4 runs a MediaTek Helio P22 processor, the LG Stylo 4 runs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 processor, the Samsung Galaxy A6 runs a Samsung Exynos 7 octa-core processor, and the ZTE Blade Max View runs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 435 processor. All 4 phones are limited at 1080p at 30 frames per second for the video that they take. The BLU Vivo XL4 features a 4,000 mAh battery. The LG Stylo 4 features a 3,300 mAh battery. The Samsung Galaxy A6 features a 3,000 mAh battery. And the ZTE Blade Max View features a 4,000 mAh internal battery. These 3 devices here run Android 8.0 Oreo out of the box, and the ZTE Blade Max View currently runs Android 7.0 Nougat. Taking a look at the right side of these 4 phones, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the volume rockers and power button. On the LG Stylo 4, we have the power button. On the Samsung Galaxy A6, we have the speaker and the power button. And on the ZTE Blade Max View, we have the volume rockers and power button. Taking a look at the left side of these 4 devices, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the slot for the microSD card and the dual SIMs. On the LG Stylo 4, we have the volume rockers and the door for the SIM card slot and the microSD card. On the Samsung Galaxy A6, we have the volume rockers, we have a door for one of the SIM cards, and we have this other door here for the microSD card and the second SIM card. And on the ZTE Blade Max View, all we have is the door here on the top for the SIM card and the microSD card. Taking a look at the top of these 4 devices, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the LG Stylo 4, we have the noise canceling microphone. On the Samsung Galaxy A6, we have nothing. And on the ZTE Blade Max View, we have the noise canceling microphone and the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the bottom side of these 4 devices, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the microphone and we have the micro USB port. On the LG Stylo 4, we have the stylus, we have the speaker, we have the USB Type-C port, we have the microphone, and we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the Samsung Galaxy A6 on the bottom, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, the noise canceling microphone, and the micro USB port. And on the ZTE Blade Max View in the bottom, we have the microphone, we have the USB Type-C port, and we have the speaker. Taking a look at the backside of these 4 devices, on the BLU Vivo XL4, we have the 13 megapixel camera, the 2 megapixel secondary camera, we have the LED flash, we have the fingerprint sensor, we have the blue logo, and we have the speaker. On the LG Stylo 4, we have the LG logo there on the bottom, we have the 13 megapixel camera on the front, we have the fingerprint sensor and the flash. On the Samsung Galaxy A6, we have the fingerprint sensor, flash, and 16 megapixel camera, and the Samsung logo. And on the ZTE Blade Max View, we have the fingerprint sensor, ZTE logo, the dual cameras with the 16 megapixel camera on the front and the 2 megapixel camera on the bottom, and we have the flash. The LG Stylo 4 is the only device of these 4 that you can wake up by tapping. And you probably noticed this already, but the LG Stylo 4 is the only device that has a built-in stylus. The LG Stylo 4 and the ZTE Blade Max View are the only 2 devices here that have a USB Type-C port on the bottom. which is a big plus in my opinion because USB Type-C is the future. The LG Stylo 4 and the ZTE Blade Max View are also the two devices here that have a 1080p display, whereas the BLU Vivo XL4 and the Samsung Galaxy A6 just have a 720p display. But overall, I'll tell you what, I actually like all four of these devices, and I think you'd be happy with any of these four. They all have pros and cons, and there isn't really one here that stands out as a winner more than the others, in my opinion. I think there's enough about each of these devices that makes them different enough that it kind of depends on the individual for which device is the best. But I definitely recommend taking a look at the individual video reviews that I have on my channel for each of these devices. I also have a variety of how-to videos on each of these devices on my channel. And if you're ready to buy any of these, or if you want to see the current pricing for any of these four devices, then check out the links in the video description, as that'll take you over to where you can buy them on Amazon. But this is Kevin Breeze here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, I'm also going to be uploading a video about how I made this video. You might find that to be interesting or helpful if you're also a tech YouTuber. And with all that said, I will see you in the next video. Make sure to leave any questions you have in the comment section below and give me a thumbs up. Take care and have a great day. Bye.